What's going on, everybody? Gonna get started here in just a second. Let me get my feet up so that way I know what's going on and I can actually see y'all's comments. But you guys are watching the replay. As always, welcome to Serial Entrepreneur. Basically, my channel. What we do at Serial Entrepreneur is talk about digital marketing, social media marketing, starting an agency, and we go live every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to answer questions that you digital marketing agency owners might have. So thank you for all of you returning visitors. I already see some people checking in and letting me know they're here. I know some people are probably interested in winning that mentorship course that we always give away on Thursdays. So people are starting to realize if they get here right at 9 p.m., then they get full advantage of they get to take full advantage of the live video that we host and potentially win that mentorship program or that mentorship course. But anyways, so we're going to go ahead and hopefully this is not frozen, but it looks like it's frozen to me. Anyways, Sin, what's going on, buddy? Dank, what's going on? Young OG, what's up? Sin's watching the hockey game, but I'll listen. Go Knights. Yeah. Hey, who's up, by the way, in the series for the Knights game? I know that they won. I believe they won their first game. Then, like, Washington, I saw won game 2, but I didn't get to see who won game 3. Synesia, maybe. Maybe it's Synesia. I think I got it right on the final one. What's going on? I'm sorry. I like to get names right. I hate getting someone's name wrong. Jamie, what's going on? The Capitals are up. So, yeah, I figured Washington would win it, but it's amazing to see what Vegas has done in their first year. But have lost 3-1 series leads 5 times. Yeah. Yeah, so let's hope that, or not, well, I don't really care who wins either which way. I just think it's a good finals, given the fact that Capitals are a really good team and Vegas is also pretty sweet too. James, what's going on, buddy? Big Frank Vlogs, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started here in just a second. We're going to start answering some questions that you guys have, plus questions that have been posted in the digital marketing help group. But before we do that, I do want to make some announcements. We are literally, like, after this YouTube video is done, we're going to start changing the price of the course from $399 to $449. Sorry, we decided on going with $449 for the digital marketing school course. We're going to start changing that after this video. So you have about anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour to get in the course before it goes up from $399 to $549. If you were looking to get in, this is the time to do that. So just wanted to let you guys know that. Also, the mentorship program is growing very, very rapidly. So if you guys are looking to get in on a really cool group of people who are basically just taking advantage of live training every single week, they're like the ones who really are committed to learning digital marketing. They're there every single week on those live videos. But it's a lot of fun because they get like direct conversation and direct one-on-one help with me on topics that they've asked about. So I know if James is on this video right now, he'll go ahead and tell you, like, we covered his video, we did Frank's video already. I think we've done a couple of Jose's videos now. So it's a really cool mentorship program. That's the course that we're giving one away to on this video. But it's a really cool program. A lot of people are seeing a lot of really great results just from using that mentorship program and really improving their marketing agency efforts and their results that they're getting for their clients. Sorry, the allergies got me like crazy. It comes every single year. It's bad. James, what's up? Did you get my Insta message? I don't know. I might have. I'll have to look back through there and see what it was about. Sometimes I get spammed with a lot of messages, so it's kind of hard sometimes to, you know, feed through all of them before, like, you're just like, Jesus, I've went through 100 of these. And then, yeah, I think you get what I'm trying to say. I'm sure you've been spammed too. Jesse, what's going on, buddy? Rodrigo, what's going on, man? Any tips for beginners on getting clients? Yep, we'll definitely cover that here. Raquan, you give me so much darn value, man. Love your banger content. Raquan, I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. Glad to see you on a live event with the Serial logos for sure. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll need to get back with you on that. I saw those the other day. I was in the middle of driving, but yeah, I'll have to message you back about that. But let's go ahead and get into some questions that we're having on the actual group, because I feel like this is a cool platform to kind of answer those people's questions who have them. I'm trying to find the share thing. There it is. I think this is a cool platform to share people's comments that have them. And the reason why is because, again, it really just gives me an outlet to, if you guys have questions, all you have to do is join this group, and we go through them pretty much every single week on this live video. So if you do have questions, feel free to leave them in this group. It's right here, the name of the group's here. You can just go type in that name, or go visit my business page, and it's somewhere on that page as well. You can find it there too. So Vincent asks, hey guys, thought I'd ask what you think of this sequence and if you do it differently. So whoever asked about, let me see, who asked about questions about getting clients? Somebody asked a question about getting clients. I can't find where it is now. But somebody asked a question about getting clients. This is a good little part for you to pay attention on. So Vincent asked, to find potential clients to send a free audit to, I started to do this. Number one, he would find websites of potential clients through Google searches. Number two, he would send first cold email to the email address I find on the website, telling them I've seen they're active on social media and have huge potential to grow. Next, I ask them if they're interested in a free social media audit full of tips and techniques. I wait for them to reply. If yes, do the audit. Okay. This is the point where I'm not sure how to handle it effectively. Do you guys wait for them to respond to your free audit? And do you send the audit and ask if you can meet up with them / help them right away? Just curious if someone has tested both. So essentially, this is what I said to that viewer. And it's that, number one, I would cater a message to the business owner. But again, you're going to want to make sure that you always provide some sort of value. So one of the coolest little tips that I'll give to you guys that works really well is that if you don't have this little tool installed, Facebook Pixel Helper right here, I recommend getting it installed. If you're using Google Chrome as your browser, you can easily install that on your browser. But this little tool right here basically allows you to go to a website and see whether they have the Pixel installed or not. So if we go to Serial Entrepreneur Academy, you guys will see that we have the Pixel installed on this site, right? So we have it set up to track on this page. I believe this is the courses page. So it would be tracking like generally like which courses in general this person is looking at. I'm also in the admin view, so it's a little bit different. But still, this page does have the Pixel set up on it. So what you'll want to do is take a picture of their website, not showing it. And I could literally go to just about any website. Like if I'm looking to do lawyers in Atlanta. All right, so I'm going to find a bunch of lawyers in Atlanta. And here's the prime lawyers right here. If it's like a local one, because if they're spending on this ad budget right here, right, but they don't have the Pixel installed on their site. Ooh, look, this person actually has the Pixel on their site. So this company is probably spending a decent amount of money just because they're retargeting on Facebook. Let's see which ones they have. Page view and microdata. So we don't know what the microdata is pulling, but we do know that they have the Pixel installed on their site. So that's interesting. They might have something, if we go even more specific, probably just page view. Yeah, so they're not even tracking. They should be doing view contents on these specific pages, because you can't even track and optimize by just doing a page view objective. So anyways, the point I'm trying to make is you can go to most agency websites. It's better if you can find someone who's paying for these PPC ads and doesn't have the Pixel installed, because that's something you can take to them and say, hey, look, if you want to keep doing PPC, that's fine, but I see you don't have the Pixel installed on your website. We can do all this remarketing with Facebook. That could be a way for you to get in. But let's go to Peach State Lawyer with Scott Smith and see if his website has the Pixel installed. And that's really all you're looking for. Like when you're trying to find a business, like this business probably makes a decent amount of money. They showed up well in search engine results. But, I could easily do a little bit more research to see, if they really are a legitimate company to go in with. And once I qualify them, and key point being on me qualifying them here, because if you don't qualify them up front, you're not going to get you're going to basically waste a bunch of time trying to get a customer that's never going to pay you for your service. And this is a big mistake that a lot of new agency owners make, is they try to go out and just get any attorney because they think every attorney makes a crap ton of money. And that's just not the case. When it comes down to it, there's only a select few attorneys in each area, if not maybe one or two in each area, that can actually afford to purchase your services. So, once you qualify them, then you'll want to take a snapshot of like this pixel showing no data, right? No pixels found. You can, and look, even shows their URL right there. Take that snapshot on their home screen and send that to them and say, look, I can easily, help your web developer set this pixel up on your site completely free. And let me show you a little bit about why you would want the pixel to, why you would want the pixel to be on your website if you're using Facebook. Okay, so that's a good way to get in the door and to actually give them, and you'd be like, look, you have Facebook on your business page. Please, God, take me to their actual Facebook page. Yeah, and so you can see they're trying to do a little bit on their page, but it doesn't really look like they're doing much. And they actually have 24 reviews, and they have a 4.8 star review. They don't have their page verified. There's a lot of things that we can help them do, or little like key talking points that we can help them with. Because getting your page verified isn't hard. Geez, I wish you guys could have seen the process it took me to get my page re-verified, because they changed up a lot of their stuff. As far as like your business getting the check mark now, it used to be a lot more open. I finally got it back, dude. I created that Facebook video on how to get your page verified. And of course, all of the haters, every single one of them came out to show out. And I loved it because it gives engagement to the video. But they were like, your page isn't even verified, and you tried to teach us how to verify a page. I was like, dude, it's not that difficult. You just click settings and go here and click page, get your page verified. So it came down to a lot of the issues being the name, the business, that it's the business name that it was legally shown as on the documentation itself, the address, the phone number. There's all kinds of different stuff that you have to tweak and get exactly perfect, so that way it matches Facebook's, code of ethics or whatever it is. And so that's what you actually have to do to get your page verified. But anyways, that's getting off topic. That's something that we can show them how to do. All right, that's the point I'm trying to make. So showing them how to do that, showing them how to, just make better content in general, not just this random posting. Like, I don't even know what it's just. They're news articles. So they're from the AJC. They're just doing short reposts, and they don't have it set up on their site. So these are all things that we would want to mention to them, and we can send them for free. You can literally create quick guides out of those things that you can interchange for every single business. And just go find businesses that don't have the Facebook pixel installed on their site, and send them that quick guide on how to do it. And then do the same thing with other parts of Facebook, like, showing them an instruction setup on how to get their page verified. Something like that, where you're actually giving them a resource that shows them how to do something small that they think is something big. Okay, that's going to get your foot in the door. And then you show them, look, there's a lot more that you really need to be doing with your Facebook page. And I would love to show you, some social media marketing strategies that we think would be beneficial for your business. All right, so that's just a way to get your foot in the door. That's one of the techniques that I recommend using. Let me see. Let's go back to that question now. We're going to close some of these out. We don't need these anymore. Okay, now we're back. So that's the first part of it I wanted to talk about, because this is a really good question, guys. A lot of people get this part wrong. So after you give them some value or something in that first email to capture their attention, to set up a consultation or to send them the digital marketing audit, then that's when you actually want to move into, going and actually reaching out to the business and saying, hey, cool, I'm glad you enjoyed the value. I put together this audit. I would love to meet with you on either one of these 2 days at this time, and we can talk about that audit that I put together, and it will show you basically the ins and outs of your business, how it's performing from a digital marketing perspective, and some things that you can do yourself right now to start seeing better results, more traffic, more engagement online. And then make up some quick guides for them that you, again, can interchange for any business. And then he says, I wait for them to reply if yes to the audit. So that's just kind of a summary of my response. If you want to see a little bit more about my response, you can see in the comment here on our group. So Bailey West asked what cold email software, and actually let me go to a question on YouTube because I do see you guys are posting some questions here as well. Looks like I'm a few minutes late. Someone please inform me of the topic. Joshua, sorry, sorry, I just got to you. So the topic is pretty much we go through questions that people have, whether that be here in the chat window itself or right here in my help group, Serial Entrepreneur SMA and Digital Marketing Agency Help Group. So if you want to get in that group, you can join. Just go over to Facebook, fill out the info. That's a big thing. We filter people out. If you don't fill out your info, you're not going to get in the group. But yeah, fill out your info and you can get in the group. And these are where the questions, I usually try to answer them as best as I possibly can. Okay, so let's get into some of these questions over here in the group. I've just been tinkering. Hit me up for sure. Look forward to the, okay. Greetings from Brazil. Rodrigo, what's going on, buddy? Question, do clients pay up front or after the first month of service? So you always make them pay up front. I don't usually do any, well, no, I don't. It's not, there's no usually about it. I don't work unless I get paid up front. I'm trying to like be sweet about it. There's no reason to be sweet about it. I don't work unless I get paid up front. And that's the same mentality that you guys should have going in there, because of the fact that as soon as you take them on as a client, you immediately start putting time into their marketing campaign. And you shouldn't put in all that time and effort if they haven't already paid in advance, because that's when you get in the issue of companies not paying you back, or basically companies trying to take advantage of a situation because they know you're a small business, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, it can be a tricky situation if you do it the other way. That's why basically just get them to pay upfront, much easier. Let me see. When handling someone's Instagram page, do you use a bot for follow, unfollow? And do you ever buy fake followers for like social proof? For like social proof. For like social proof? Yeah. Sorry, I don't mean to make funny. It was just funny trying to read that. So bots for follow, unfollow, I'm not like completely against them. I think that you should, if you don't know how the bots work, then you need to spend some time maybe on fake accounts trying to figure out how they actually work, because they have a bunch of features where you turn things on and things off, and you target by specific groups and then narrow by specific groups. So they can be effective, but they're not something that you just want to go out there and start blasting everybody and start liking everything that everybody says and commenting on everything. I just don't think that works well. As far as small local businesses, I don't think bots are the way to go. I think that you should just do a lot of local engagement style ads to get people engaged with that brand. Do something fun, do something creative, giveaways on a regular basis. But with Instagram, you have to focus more on the local market, and running bots. I just don't think that bots are where they can target specific enough to a local area. Or to smaller cities, so they're not really meant for that purpose. If your company is like a big time brand or something like that, then maybe if they have like a regional area that they can target or a national area that they can target, then that might be a little more conducive to what they're trying to do. But again, you know, most of you are working with small businesses, so I would say probably not. Let me see. Next question. What is your step process once you... Okay, I'll just go down. What is your step process when you take on a client that is in a completely new industry for you? Do you qualify a company differently if they are in a niche you are not familiar with? Okay, so basically you're asking, when you take on a new client, what is the process that I take to learn about that new industry? Do I qualify a company differently if they're in a niche you're not familiar with? So yeah, you'll definitely qualify the company differently if they're in a newer niche that you don't understand, because you have to understand, qualifying a business comes with understanding, you know, profit margins, understanding what budgets are like for that business. Like, for example, I know in the restaurant business, there's hardly ever any marketing budget whatsoever. Even with larger corporations, they just have very thin marketing budgets because of their overall profit margin. So you do have to understand the business itself. And I think that helps in, creating audits and reaching out to those businesses. And then even just running the campaigns, because you know how the operational side of the business works as well, which helps you understand, what maybe content that you can create around people that you could target in that specific niche who have interest in that specific area. So it's a little bit different when you get into a new niche or a new industry that you haven't worked in before. That's why I recommend the best thing you can do is really just to focus on 2 or 3 at first. And then once you understand 2 or 3 different industries, then you can start to branch out and get a little more diverse. But definitely start with a focus at first, because again, it gives you a target market to work with. They'll refer you to other business owners just like that. And it just gives you a way to kind of really hone in on a specific area of expertise first before you start to branch out. Kind of gives you a base to work with. What does free strategy sessions you're doing on your website includes? What basically are you doing during this free strategy session? So NAB, in a free strategy session, you'll want to actually, oh, I just forgot. Okay, let me put this up before I answer your question, just to make it a little more lively, right? Yay, we're back. Okay, so Nab asks, what do free strategy sessions look like for these potential clients? And what I like to do personally is essentially just give them an idea of what they should be doing for their marketing campaign. So we take a look at, what their business kind of looks like. So before I go into the strategy session, I try to send them an email getting them to send me some information about their business, like, what kind of sales they're doing on a month-to-month basis, or how many customers they receive, something like that. And then I have something to base like my numbers around when I'm building out a strategy, plan for their business for like the next quarter, for the next half year, for the next year, whatever it is that I'm doing. But you'll want to actually put together a plan for, say, the next quarter or 6 months. And in that plan, you detail how many, ad campaigns they should be running per month. You could even get specific about, if there's specific holidays in that month that business needs to cover. Like, say it's a rose shop, or not a rose shop, a flower shop, or a flower shop chain, and they want to target more people on Valentine's Day, obviously. So if you're doing something for the first half of the year, then you're going to want to, or even the first quarter of the year, you're going to want to target, specific campaigns during that time. So you highlight something specific for them that they would want to focus on. If it's like a vacation company, you would also do something maybe in the summertime. And just try to figure out a way where you can create something for them that they can actually try and implement themselves, or give them an idea of what it would look like if they were working on that with you, right? If they were running that campaign. That's the whole purpose of getting in the door with them, is kind of showing them, you're trying to paint the picture and show them what it is about your business that makes it attractive for them to work with you. So what do they care about? Essentially, that comes down to having a successful life, making more money, growing their business, spending more time with their family, their kids, whatever it is, buying things for themselves. So figure out what that is and leverage that in your conversation with them. But that's essentially all the free strategy session is. It's a strategy session showing them content topics they could be covering, keyword strategy maybe for the next, several months, or, just content ideas. Again, think campaigns that they should be running in a specific time frame. And you have to get a little creative. You have to put a little extra effort into it. But I promise you, it's well worth it when you get in the door. Like, that's why we close at a high ratio when we actually go in to sell these services, is because we take the time up front to, number one, qualify the business. Number two, really put together value for them. And then number three, when we get in on that meeting, we're trying to sell our service the whole time without seeming like a salesman. So just painting that picture again and showing them what it looks like when they work with a company like us, what their business could look like if they were to work with us. That's all selling is. Okay. For your very first client, would a decent range to charge for social media management? What would a decent range be to charge for social media management and Facebook ads? Here's the thing, Raquan. People ask me this question a lot, and it's kind of hard to answer, because you don't want to say, like, when I'm first beginning, what's a good range to charge? Because you don't want to go into a business, and this is for anybody just starting out. You really don't want to go into a business and say, hey, the good thing about working with me is we're half the cost of all of those other guys because we're newer and we don't really have a ton of experience. And obviously, you wouldn't say it like that. But if you're charging less than everybody else and you're like half the cost, then it's for a reason usually. So what I recommend is not going to any clients, because it's going to make you look bad. It's going to make your agency look bad. And ultimately, it's going to cause you more headache, waste more time than if you actually do something about, learning Facebook ads a little better, learning social media management a little better, content creation a little better. And I'm not, trying to come at you personally. What I am trying to say is that people make this mistake and they try to say, okay, well, I'm newer, so I can just start off at a lower rate. But the reason why people charge on like if you go on Upwork and you try to find someone to manage your Facebook ads or Instagram ads on Upwork, they're not going to do it for anything less than usually like $1,000 or $1,500 ad spend. And the reason why is because it's hard to get results if you're spending $500 a month and then somebody still has to take off a management fee from that $500, right? So if you give me 500 in total to do for ads, well, I have to make money to do it. So that means my management fees coming off of that 500, leaving like 375, 350 left. So, that makes it a little difficult for me to get results for you. It really does take a lot more money than that to start seeing some sales and some conversion. So, that being said, that's why people charge so much. So I recommend getting to the point where you should actually be where you're charging anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 minimum per month just to do maybe Facebook and Instagram. And you'll do, minor content management and dissemination and posting on their pages. And then you'll focus the majority of that budget just on ad spend, and managing campaigns. And that wouldn't even really include like content creation. Like that's what you guys have to understand. A lot of people make this mistake. They charge way too little, and they don't get enough value. Even when I first started, I was charging way less than I probably should have for some of the services. And again, it was because I was trying to grow my agency. So I'm trying to take on clients. And so I understand in the beginning having to take price cuts and having to kind of back off on your price because you don't want to push every customer away and you're trying to build your business. But, at a certain point, you do have to start saying, okay, well, am I charging too little now? I know I gave people some breaks in the beginning, but now am I just being super nice, or, am I actually doing something that's going to be profitable for my business for me to grow? So just my 2 cents there. Do you use a template for scheduling out a quarter or 6 months that is available to us? And can you go more in depth about what is included? James, I'm going to get to some other people really quick. Try and remind me in a little bit. And I will try and answer that question. That's why I agree with you raising your membership cost. Yeah, and we're about to do a live video. I asked a question today in the digital marketing school course, asking basically if I'm going to start doing live videos. So that's another kind of update to people who are in the digital marketing school. They're super excited because they've already bought, so they get this update for free. But people who aren't in the digital marketing school, we're actually, adding some more value. So again, we're increasing the course price right after this video. So if you don't believe me and you want to get in tomorrow and the course price is already $549, then don't come complaining. We're asking for a coupon. That's what you'll probably do. Most people do. But if you want to get in the course before it goes up to $549, it is going up after this YouTube video. So you can head over to serialentrepreneur.academy. The link is in the description below, and you can get in that right now. But yeah, we're raising the course price because we're doing all this extra stuff. I'm actually in the process. I think it's like 20 or 30 more new videos for the course. I've already written out about 6 or 7 documents. So yeah, I've been writing a lot of articles this week, guys. It's been crazy. I'm not a writer either. I hate writing. It's not my favorite thing to do, but I know that you guys, some of y'all like to read while you learn. So we started doing that. Let me see. Jordan, do you recommend that I study the social platforms before I go on Upwork to get experience? Yes, Joshua, you don't ever want to do any job before you get some sort of experience or at least a little bit of practice creating it yourself. And the reason why, where would you start? It seems like there's so much to learn. I recommend that you start on my channel. That's all we talk about on this channel is social media, digital marketing. We have tons of playlists on my channel. Outside of that, I recommend you getting in my digital marketing school. And if honestly you take that school, you should just use Upwork for a little bit and then eventually start your own agency. That's where we're all trying to get to, right? So just keep that in mind. Remember this channel because and if you're not subscribed yet, in the bottom right hand corner over here, I think it's over here, but in the bottom right hand corner, hit that subscribe button because you're gonna want to do it. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna want to do it. All right. What niches from your experience have the capital for that high ad spend I can get results for? Raquan, that's going to be attorneys, some general contractors, some real estate agents, auto dealerships, faux show. Like they spend so much money on ad spend, it is ridiculous. They're the biggest spender on ad spend in general across any industry because they make so much money per car sold. So auto dealerships are great to work with. Big spenders. Who else? Dentists, doctors. If you get into the multi-practice offices, like where they have like 7 different practices across like Atlanta or something like that, those are going to be big time spenders. But there's a lot of big spenders out there, and you'll start to learn who they are and pick up who they are. But I mean, there's businesses outside of that. There's software as a service companies who are big time spenders in that area. There's transportation companies like airports, airlines, like private airlines do big dollars in PPC spending. You just have to, it takes a while, and it really takes you stepping out of your comfort zone because a lot of people try to go after restaurants when they first start. And the biggest reason, I mean, I did too. So I'm not really like, blaming anybody. I really don't. But I've always worked in restaurants. So I knew that I could easily, understand the system, understand what I needed to market. And I had already done it for some of my clients, not really clients, people I worked for in college. So, I wanted to, continue down that road. But a lot of people pick that niche because they're uncomfortable going into something like a doctor's office or an attorney's office where they don't understand law and they don't understand doctors, terminology and stuff like that. But that's where they get it confused. And you have to remember that you're not marketing to other attorneys. You're marketing to people that attorneys want to have as clients, which is essentially, I mean, they know just as much about attorneys as you do, right? So you're like, a lot of people get kind of intimidated by attorneys when really, there's nothing more to be intimidated about. You just have to be smart and understand the process to figuring out their sales generation system or their lead gen system. That's actually a really cool episode, by the way. If you're not in the digital marketing mentorship group, we did a really cool lesson this week. We actually talked about generating cold leads using SEO, using PPC, email, social media, web development, all of that stuff. We talked about getting cold leads. And the coolest part was after we talked about the process to getting cold leads for each of those platforms, we talked about some different niches or industries or types of businesses that you could use those campaigns for, and they pretty much covered it up in 3 cool summaries. Anyways, it was just a really cool topic. A lot of guys were involved in asking questions and getting a lot of really cool feedback during that session. So again, if you're looking for a mentorship program, I strongly recommend you looking at this. It is the cheapest mentorship program out there, I promise you. You get a ton of videos as soon as you log in. I think you get like access to our last 7 or 8 videos. And then you get to download all those videos and the documents. They're all downloadable. And then you get 4 videos every single month live with me on our private Facebook group. So you get to ask me questions live. It's by far the most affordable like live mentorship group ever. $100 a month, and you get to learn everything you could ever want to about digital marketing. Let me see here. How do I price businesses? Chris, I'm not sure what you mean by how do you price businesses. Could you be a little more specific, please? Joshua, I've been listening to all your videos for the past 2 days. Yeah, we get that a lot. I feel like I rabbit hole people sometimes. Like, they don't expect to find my channel. Like, people tell me this all the time. They don't expect to like find my channel, and all of a sudden you're like sucked in for like 3 or 4 days, and then you can't leave because we have 180 something videos now. So you just get sucked in, and you're like, oh my God, content consume overload, and then your brain just explodes. But it always makes me happy to know that people kind of get caught, because I do the same thing with other people's content too. So it's funny that it happens with mine. Hi, Jordan. Do you have a course on personal branding? Rapid Piano, we are actually launching our personal branding course here soon. And if you sign up early, and actually, if you send me a message on my business Facebook page, just go to Serial Entrepreneur in the search bar on Facebook. If you send me a message to that page, I'll make sure that you get on the list of people who get early access to that course. And essentially what that gets you is the cheapest price it'll ever be. We're launching it early. It won't have all the full video like set in there, but just trust me, this is what we did for the digital marketing school too. Everybody loved it because they got it at a super cheap price. But yeah, if you want to get in the personal branding course, all you need to do is send me a message and we will get you on the list for early access. If you guys are looking for a personal branding course, we are releasing that. We're going to teach you how to create a cool YouTube channel. We're getting a lot of other influencers on to talk about e-commerce. Ooh, digital marketing school kids, all you students in the digital marketing school, I have an expert, a guy who's easily made, I think in the last year, he made over $350,000 or $500,000 on his Shopify store. He's going to come in and do 4 to 5 guest lessons on starting an e-commerce store and running an e-commerce store. So he's not going to talk, a ton about product selection and all that, because that's not what it's about. We're going to talk about marketing an e-commerce store. So just some extra added benefit for you guys. It's going to be 4 to 5 lessons on there. So hope you guys are excited about that, because I know I am. And he's going to be on the personal branding course. So if you are looking to get into it, again, a personal branding course that teaches you not only how to sell your personal brand, we're going to teach you how to sell cool t-shirts. This isn't actually one of the t-shirts that I'm going to sell, but I am going to be selling a t-shirt eventually. We are talking about getting an entrepreneur style brand going. I'll let you guys know when it releases, because it's going to be some pretty fly gear. Because I'm a fly guy, and I don't know why fly by. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I just have to be weird sometimes. Am I moving again? No. Oh, so that's my roommate's stuff. He's setting up a desk down here because he likes the whole office feel that I have down here. So it's pretty cool. I get some company, which that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm by myself like 90% of the time, because I'm usually just down here in the zone. But no, I'm not moving again. Thank God. I couldn't move again right now. I'm in Portugal, and the mentality is very anti-internet ads is a new thing here, and I'm new in SMMA, and I want to focus on Facebook and Instagram. What I need to focus after Facebook ads, and what would you do to combat this old mentality of clients here? What I need to focus after Facebook ads, and what would you do to combat those? So Zuka, the basic, I can kind of answer it just because I'm having a hard time reading your comment, but essentially, look, people are always going to have that mentality everywhere you go. That's not just there in Italy. I get this, there are still customers that you go into and they'll say Facebook doesn't work. When you're an expert on Facebook, you know exactly how to get them to understand that Facebook does work. All I have to do is walk into a business owner and they say, "Oh no, Facebook doesn't work." I'm like, "Cool. Did you know you don't have the pixel installed on your site, you dummy? And that it's not collecting data, you dummy? And that you can't do any remarketing, you dummy?" But don't call them a dummy. But like, think they're a dummy in your head. That's completely fine. You can think whatever you want in your head, as long as it's not anything crazy. But yeah, so I mean, that's the thing. People are going to tell you it doesn't work. People are going to tell you, "Oh, we're against it, blah, blah, blah," because they screwed us over. But eventually people forget and people get over it. And then they remember how much they love Facebook and Instagram and connecting with their friends on social media. So they're always going to come back to it. And people still use YouTube and email marketing. And there's so many other different forms. Like, there's just too much in digital marketing to even talk about just in one live video. So trust me when I tell you guys right now, like, you can get those people to buy. It just, you have to be an expert in understanding how it all works together. What program is this again? Again, everything, let me, all right, so I'm going to direct you guys really quickly here. I want to show you guys this. All right, so let me put this on the screen, and then let me do this. All right, everybody. So we're going to get a little bit of a screenception going here. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit about YouTube, just in case you don't know. And even if you're on mobile, it's pretty much the same. So bada bing, bada boom, if you're looking here on YouTube, you can see that there's this nice little description. Now, if you're at the top on mobile, there will be a little triangle. It's like a little tiny triangle, downward facing triangle. You're going to click that triangle. And then all of this is going to pop down. And look at all this stuff we include. Look at this. There's a section on free training. Do you see that? We have a free section all on free training. Hey, listen, look, do you like music? We created a music playlist for you entrepreneurs who like to grind all day because you a grinder, right? That's what we did for you guys. Then we have this podcast over here, which I haven't recorded a lot of podcasts recently. I'm not even going to lie to you, but we got like 5 of them on there that you could probably listen to if you wanted to. Oh, wait, there's more? There's more. There's books for entrepreneurs. Some of the top books that I recommend for entrepreneurship, sales, and marketing. Holy crap, there's tools and softwares. I don't even have my section in here on video equipment, but I could probably put it there. Look, I'm just trying to show you guys. There's all kinds of information down here, like our digital marketing school link right there. Make sure you take advantage of these links. And guys, if you aren't checking these when you go to other YouTube videos, you really are missing out on, like, this is where people put all of the resources that they mention in their videos and stuff like that, so you can take advantage of it. But I just wanted to show you guys that because I get asked that question a lot. And I would just like to show you guys where all you got to do is go there and you can check it out. And guess what? You get access to all that cool stuff, just like everybody else. Because I don't want to hide stuff from y'all. That would just be mean. All right, let me see here. Now that I got you guys, no, it's not time for giveaway. Not just yet. Let me see. Looking forward to it. I recently purchased your digital marketing course because of how much I learned from your free content. Rodney, I appreciate the purchase, man. I'm glad to see you coming in the course. And I'm glad to see you got it for before it goes up to $549 after this video. In social media marketing, how do I approach pricing somebody when I'm new and don't know the exact results that follow? Chris, that's why I don't really recommend going after a business until you have some sort of testimonial or some sort of experience doing it. And the best way to do that is, now that you feel like you understand social media marketing, go on Upwork, go on one of these freelancer platforms. Doesn't have to be just Upwork. There's actually a new one that I'm going to be partnering with here probably pretty soon. I'm not going to mention the name just yet because they haven't paid me for it yet. Or really they have, I just haven't taken advantage of it yet. We're still working out the terms, is essentially what I'm trying to say. But I have this other platform. They're a very new platform for Upwork, or Upwork freelancer style of work that I'm going to be recommending here if I, enjoy the interaction that I get with their site. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make is go on one of those sites, get someone to hire you to manage their work, do it under like your personal name instead of your like agency account. That way, in case you mess up, it doesn't come back on your agency and you get practice doing it. Also, find a friend, find a relative who will let you do it for free. Like, that's the only time I actually recommend doing anything for free. But first, I recommend going to Upwork because why? You can get paid to do it first. And it's a learning experience. You might have to refund a little bit, but it's okay. It's worth it. Just trust me. It's the best way to do it. Looking forward to it, Jordan. Thank you. Can you share with us how much do you make with your personal brand per month and how long did it take you to get there? I'm not all about putting my personal revenue per like each course and my personal brand out there. I'll tell you that it is over 6 figures and that we're trying to hit the 7-figure mark in like 2 years. So we're on the way to hitting that mark. We just have to keep trucking along and taking on new courses and improving our current courses, all of that. So that's what we're going to keep doing. But it took me about a year, not even a year. It took me like 9 months to make my first 6 figures off of doing all of this. And then it's just kind of grown from there. Sorry. Allergies, man. Heisenberg. I don't know what's going on here. What are the differences between the 3 options for the digital marketing school? One-time payment $399, one-time payment $549, 2 payments of $325. So that's what I'm telling you guys. The one-time payment for $549, it's just Teachable. Teachable's like, if you ever go to create a course, I'm gonna tell you right now, don't go Teachable. I have some other options for you that we're gonna talk about in the personal branding course. But I just want to let you guys know that. So essentially, we have a $3.99 payment option. That's the one. It's still currently active. You can buy the $3.99 one right now. It should be live until after this YouTube video. And then all you're gonna do after that, if you miss it after this video, which I'm very sorry, I tried to talk about this for like a month and a half, but I can't like spam you guys with sales and all that crap, right? Because then you don't like me anymore. But we're changing the price, or we're upping the price to $5.49 because we are adding a live video segment every single month. We're adding new course content. We're upgrading current course content. So there's a lot that's going into this already massive digital marketing course. We're going to be updating new documents, adding new tools. You know, we said we were going to update this course. That's the benefit of getting in now. It's a one-time lifetime payment and you get it for life. So all of those people who first bought it, when I first launched the course, it was only 200 bucks. And all those people bought it. I think it was like 30 or 40 people bought it in the first like 2 days that were not 2 days, 2 weeks that we had it open. So that's what I'm telling you guys. You have to take advantage of what is in front of you right now because it will not be there very soon. I promise you. Um, Let me see what's going on here. Sounds good. Thanks. I'm starting a company and I agree with finding some experience so that I can have some reputation in the field. Rapid Piano says you're an inspiration. Thanks. Not a problem, buddy. Just again, make sure you send me a message to my Facebook page because if you don't, then you won't get on the list for early access to the personal branding course. And trust me, you're going to want to get on that. What is your best course, the most complete one? I mean, learn everything need to know to create an agency and do Facebook ads, get clients, all of that. Zuka, I would recommend checking out the Digital Marketing School. That's the one where it's basically everything. So here's kind of how the courses work. And we are in the process of getting our site updated. So that will be happening soon. So it'll be much easier to understand here shortly. I know it looks a mess. Don't you like, trust me, you don't have to tell me. But essentially the digital marketing school teaches you everything you need to know about starting an agency, learning digital marketing. We're adding more to the course every single month, or at least we're starting to do that even more now. We're doing live video trainings every single month, one a month to start. Then we're going to try and get it to at least 2 a month. We might increase it more from there, but I'll kind of let you, we're going to play that one by ear. We're definitely going to get it to 2 live videos per month at some point. And like I said, there's over, I think, 125 hours worth of video. There's over 80 documents. There's tons and tons of tools and resources that we give you access to or provide you access to that you never even knew existed. There's all kinds of stuff on there. And again, it's only $3.99 right now. The course is increasing right after this video, which we're going to be wrapping this video up in 10 minutes. So you now have basically 10 to 15 minutes to get in the course before it goes up to $5.49 and before that $3.99 option is eliminated. And it looks like the 2 payments for, what was it, $3.25 or $2.25? $2.25, I think that's what it was. The 2 payments for $2.25 option has probably already been removed. So just wanted to let you guys know you're running out of time. But let's go ahead and get into a giveaway situation. So I just want to make sure. We got one more question, and then I'm going to do a giveaway. All right. So the niche that me and my team are focusing on is real estate. Is that too broad of a niche? What are some examples of sub niches within that market? Rodney, real estate is definitely not too broad. I would probably focus on real estate agents. And when it comes to real estate agents, I would even more specifically focus on real estate agent teams. So, an agent, like 1 or 2 agents that are maybe partnered together. It doesn't have to be 2. It can be 1 agent that just has a team of like seven other agents that work for her. They all sell, they all buy, stuff like that, but they all work under her team and her brand. And like Keller Williams is their brokerage firm or their real estate firm, right? Not their brokerage firm, but the real estate firm. So you'll want to work with teams because they have more of a budget. They have a lot more flexibility. They have more resources to do a better job. They're just overall easier to work with. Obviously, you can target the smaller ones. That's just my personal preference. You can definitely target wholesalers for real estate. If you're talking about people who do like the actual construction and neighborhood builds, then I would say that, you're going to have a different campaign, obviously, than if you like those people, like general contractors, or I guess contractors, whatever they would be called. I'm not really sure. Construction management companies, essentially. They do the building. I actually had a friend reach out to me about this today because that's what he does. And basically, what was I getting to? Basically, they just have a whole different style of marketing because they're not actually doing all of the upfront selling. A lot of the real estate agents are, or they actually have a real estate agent on site or a team of agents on site to sell those homes. So it's a little bit different of a marketing process. I haven't myself done or worked with a big construction company like that. That's why I'm actually talking with them to try and see if they would be interested in setting something up. But it's new to me too, so I can't say I'd give the best advice about that specific niche. But obviously with enough time and practice, I could get it down. There's nothing I don't know about the t-shirt business. I'm going digital now. Jesse, I don't know what you're talking about specifically, but let me know because I am going to be creating some clothes here soon. All right, guys. So who is ready for a giveaway? Who is ready for a mentorship course giveaway? Because every single week we do a mentorship course giveaway to one lucky winner. And it all comes down to who was paying attention to the content that we discussed in this live video. So if you are ready for a mentorship course giveaway, I need you to write a yes in the comments section. But on top of that, I also need you to hit the thumbs up button that is right below you, right about probably about like here somewhere in that area. All right, there's a thumbs up button. You're going to want to hit that because if you haven't hit that, you don't qualify for the mentorship course. So let me see you hit the thumbs up button on the right below this video, so that way I know you're here. Also type a yes, so that way I know you guys are ready for this mentorship course giveaway. I see a bunch of yeses. I see a bunch of people liking the video now. Make sure you like the video because again, if you like or if you write your yes comment but you don't write or right, if you write your yes comment but you don't hit the thumbs up button, then you're not going to get in the mentorship course. So just trying to forewarn y'all, I will check after this video. Just don't let me down. I don't want to have to take it back or cancel a promo code. Or if you get in like before I cancel the promo code and then I have to like remove you, then it's like dun, 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 and then it's just real sad. And I don't want to have to do that to someone. So don't make me do that to someone. All right. So now that I see a bunch of, oh my God, look at this. 31 people watching. 31 people watching. See, look at this. This is what engagement does, guys. As soon as y'all did all those likes and crap like that, the viewers are sitting at 22. Now it's sitting at 33. All right, that's just what happens. All right, so again, for all of you who just hopped in really quickly and apparently want to win a mentorship course giveaway, hopefully you can get the answer right. But we're about to go through one of these questions that we went over today. Let me see. I want to pick a good one because there were a lot of good questions asked today. So dun, 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 dun. Okay, so my question to you all, and this is actually, you know what? This won't even come just because I do like all the questions, but they're kind of, the answers that you'd have to come up with would be very, very complicated. And I don't like complicated answers. I just want to make it something simple for you guys. So, and this will even help benefit those of you who jumped in late and still want to win the mentorship course because you don't really have to pay attention to the video. I mean, you kind of do because we talked about it in this video. So it'll help if you paid attention, but it's also just common knowledge because it exists out there on my website. And the question is, what is the monthly price of the digital or the monthly mentorship course? What is the monthly cost of the monthly mentorship course? Monthly cost of the monthly mentorship course. It's on my website. You answered way too quickly, Christian. The Beast. The Beast is the winner. The Beast is the winner. Yeah, there's a bunch of people putting $3.99. You guys are talking about the digital marketing school. That's not the mentorship course. So I'm glad we actually did this. That way you guys understand the difference. Digital marketing school is that complete comprehensive marketing course. You get like all of those videos and all of those documents and tools I was talking about. The mentorship course is we do 4 live trainings every single month, 1 every single week on Wednesday. with me on my private Facebook group. And basically you get access to about 7 or 8 videos in that mentorship group. Like as soon as you join in, you get 7 to 8 of our last trainings, which is easily like, you know, a $300, $400 value in those training videos alone. Then as soon as you join that first month, you're going to take that $100 and that goes to basically $25 per live training session with me, where you get to ask questions, get answers to the questions that you have, really figure out more about your agency and get better results. All right, so the Beast, thank you for playing and getting that right. Thank you all for playing and getting, you know, answering the question and getting some, you know, really great answers and some great engagement from you guys. Christian, I really am sorry, buddy. It's just not a lucky one for you today, bud. But that doesn't mean that it won't ever be you, because we do it every single Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. James, I'm sorry, I can't pick a second winner. I gave away like 20 courses last month. I gotta get some money back for these courses I'm giving away. All right, y'all gotta start buying it. I'm just kidding. That we really do appreciate like everybody jumping in on these live videos and all of the comments and engagement that you guys give. At the very least, I'm just happy I can help you guys. And if I have helped you in any way, shape, or form, the only thing that I would, you know, ask of you guys always ask, you know, I have people on a regular basis, Jordan, if I could help you out in any way, I would love to help you. Or if I could, you know, give value to you because you give so much value to us, I would love to do the same for you. If you want to give value to me, the best thing you can do is take my content and show it to as many different people, groups on Facebook, business pages, whatever, as possible. That's all I ask for. Share my content, because I appreciate when new people who need help just like you guys and need to see this kind of content, or they keep saying, oh, I want to start a business online, but I don't know how to do it, or I want to get out of my 9-to-5 job, but I don't know how to do it. If you're trying to help those people, then send them my content, because that's all we're about at this channel. We want to show people that it is possible no matter who you are. So if you want to give value to me, if you want to help me at all, throw a thumbs up on this video, share this video with someone, share it to some business related Facebook pages or groups or whatever. Like, share my content. That's all I ask for. And if you guys do that, then that is all the value that I could ever need from you guys. Outside of that, if you have something really cool that you do and you just want me to know, don't feel bad about sending me a Facebook message and be like, hey, Jordan, you should check this out. I do this pretty cool thing, and I'm pretty good at it, and I can show you how to do it. And I've been working out deals with people who want to get on my courses. If you have specific expertise in like Instagram, stuff like that, we are looking for people. We're working with a couple people right now, people who want to shoot content that are experts in a niche or an industry in digital marketing and want to teach some content. It's a great outlet for you guys, great outreach for your platforms or for your business, whatever it is that you're trying to do. But the Blaze, make sure you send a message to my business Facebook page. Again, that is Serial Entrepreneur. If you don't send a message there, we aren't liable for you not getting your promo code for the free mentorship course. We give them out every single week. We're not afraid to give them away. You just got to send me a message. Don't forget to do that. Anybody else who wanted the personal branding course or any other information about our courses before we up the price, we are about to up it as soon as we get off this video. So you have just a little bit of time left, but we're going to be upping that course. And if you have any other questions or concerns about any of the courses you don't understand and you're just lacking information and you need more information, just shoot me a message and we'll talk about it. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. I've had a great time with you, as I do every Thursday evening. But again, as always, check the description below. There's tons of great, valuable information down in that description down there. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell over there so that way you can get all of our updates and know when we're posting these really cool giveaways and live videos, because that's just how it works. You got to hit the notification bell. All right, I'm getting out of here, guys. I'll talk to you guys next Thursday. Until next time, Serial Entrepreneur out. Later.